Welcome aboard the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway and our new rotating tram cars, providing you 360-degree views on your way to the house, which is and in some 11 minutes, we'll step out into a completely different environment. The high country of Santa Central State Park in Boulder, at an elevation 8,516 feet above sea level. We'll travel over 2.5 miles of cable and rise well over a mile, measured vertically. At the top, the temperature averages some 40 degrees cooler. The wildlife will have changed, and the trees, flowers, and shrubs will be different. We'll travel over 5 towers on our journey. The tallest is Tower Number 1 at 227 feet, much the same as a 21-story building. It's the only tower accessible by road. All other towers and the mounting station had to be constructed by transporting workers and materials to the various sites by helicopters employed in the project. For the new rotating tram cars, the improvements included new cables, drive system, and the removal of some 1,000 cubic yards of rock. You'll see survey marks on the rock face during our trip that indicates where rock removal was required. The new cabins are the first in the Western Hemisphere to rotate 360 degrees during their travel and are the largest of their type in the world. We're now high over Chino Canyon, once the summer home of the Agua Caliente band of Coy Indians. Since there are many streams that flow year-round, the canyon has an abundance of vegetation, including sycamore, cottonwood, alder, black maple, and a great deal of wild grapevine. To the left of it, or south of the tram car, is but one of the many waterfalls that is fed by runoff from the mountain. During our upward journey, we passed through a variety of different life zones, ranging from the Sonora Desert to the Alpine Fringe. It's a little like making a motor trip from Mexico to Alaska. We believe this is the only place in Southern California where this change occurs. As we approach Tower Number 2, at the top of the tower, you can see a 16 by 16 foot yellow helicopter platform used during construction and now used during the tram's maintenance period. Additional platforms will be seen on the remaining towers further along our journey. As you no doubt have already noticed, we experienced a swinging motion as the tram car transitions from the track cable over the tower saddle and back to the track cable. This motion is the result of the car moving from the flexible track to the rigid tower and back to the flexible track. The original tramway was designed and built by the Von Roll Company of Bern, Switzerland, and all moving parts and cables are Swiss-made. The towers are American-made. There's a total of 27 miles of various sized cables in the support, movement, and communication of the tramway. The largest of these are the track cables on which we ride. They weigh just under 9 pounds a foot, with each of these track cables 13,500 feet in length, therefore weighing a total of more than 61 tons. The halfway point on our trip is reached between towers 2 and 3. This happens when we pass the other car on the downward journey. While it appears that the downward car is traveling much faster than we are, it's actually moving at exactly the same speed. It must, because both cars are tied together by the hauling cables, which move with the car. You see, the drive system at the Valley Station is pulling that car down, and in turn is pulling us up. The two cars are 34 feet apart when they pass. The Palm Springs Aerial Tramway was first conceived in the early 1930s by a young electrical engineer, the late Francis Crocker, who to this day is known as the father of the tramway. The original tramway was completed in September 1963 after some 26 months of construction at a cost of $8.5 million, all financed by the sale of revenue bonds. In April of 1998, the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway contracted with the Von Roll Tramways to undertake the construction and installation of these new rotating tram cars at a total cost of $12 million. Just as in the very beginning, no tax dollars were used, and the cost of construction and the operation of the tramway depends solely on its revenue.
We are approaching tower number 3. Make sure you're holding on for this tower. We will swing more than all the other towers.
It is between towers 3 and 4 that we reach the longest span on our journey. The cables stretch for more than half a mile. Opposite, or north of the car, is one of the most dramatic sights of our entire trip, the majestic spire of the Chino Cathedral Rock, visible testimony of the solid granite core of these mountains. As we continue our journey, the life zone changes become more obvious. You'll see a variety of pine trees, including pinyon, big cone, lodgepole, and white fir. Natural residents in the high country include deer, mountain lion, fox, bobcat, raccoon, and the California gray squirrel.